Hello, my name is Mordred Viking, and I'd like to welcome you to episode 2 of this Let's Play Judgment. In the last episode, we just set ourselves up, we got this very small little colony up and running, and we went and rescued Kaj. In this one, we are trying to produce our bow. We're just about to get the arrows for it. Boom. What are we lacking? Scraps. We need a lot more scraps. Hopefully someone's going to go hunting for scraps, otherwise I will send an expedition. People, expeditions, no. Yeah, I think we're going to have to do an expedition. Alright, let's have a look around. So, we have got this industrial place. It has got 2 imps. That will be fairly easy. So, the lion hunted team, let's go and just send you to scavenge up there. It will only require 2 of you, that's totally fine. The other 2 can stay behind and get everything else set up. We could actually go to the farmhouse, which is adjacent as well. Now, there are a couple of ways of doing the scavenging maps. As you can see, there is an exclamation mark here, which is this set of scavenge. You can go over there and scavenge it, and basically try and get the stuff over time. That's the more stealthy way to do it. Or, you can just go full on and try and kill everyone. That's the less stealthy way. That is the way that I tend to do it. Just because I like fighting, and I suspect you get more experience, especially for your fighters, doing it this way. So long as you're able to separate out your opponents when you're doing it, then it should be fine. Let's get Shocking moved over there. We can get some bigger bonuses in hitting them because we are flanking. Lovely! So we got some experience, some scrap, and some kills. Whoops. The world has turned to hell. It's only a matter of time before your small base is overwhelmed by Hell's minions. You must figure out what's wrong and how to put a stop to this. While exploring, you saw several weird symbols and runes that you've never seen before. You should designate an area to study the occult, and maybe figure out where these demons are coming from. Build an occult library and research demon origins. Alright. Right, so what's here? 2 imps, some water, which is good, and some more scrap. So you know what? Yes, we will have you guys go and scavenge there. We only get the resources that they've scavenged once they successfully make it home. So I suspect if your task force is completely destroyed, then everyone dies, and you get nothing. But while we're just fighting imps, our people are still pretty healthy. We should be totally fine to do this. And then once we have these items, we can start crafting ourselves some armor and really getting quite a lot tougher than we are currently. And don't worry, this game is one that escalates rather quickly. So while the fights right now might seem kind of trivial, they will become a lot harder later on. Come on, Jonas, start smacking them. There we go. 1 dead. You're probably going to come up this way. You are. You've seen us. Let's start hitting you. There we are. Boom. Victory is ours! Shocking getting a lot of experience, as befits the fighter. And then Jonas getting a little bit. Okay, so we got some water, we got some scraps. We can now say that we want to return home. Yes. And then as soon as we get back, we will have a bunch more scraps, of which we currently have none. And also double our water supply, which will be really good. Okay, home sweet home. Base inventory, loads of scraps, loads of water. Perfect. And now we should be able to craft our bow and also the 4 suits of armor. We are getting a lot of research again. We probably want woodworking so that we can start getting boards and quarterstaffs. In much the same way that bows are a big step up over normal bows. Compound bows are a big step over normal ones. Quarterstaffs are quite a big step as well. So let's do that, and quarterstaffs require boards, which will require a sawmill. Now sawmills are interesting in that they don't need to be inside a building. We can set them up anywhere, but that will require a bunch more scraps. This is interesting. In the last game, scraps were definitely not the limiting factor. I had a lot of them. In this one, they kind of seem to be, because we don't have anyone who's particularly good at scavenging. In the last one, I had an amazing scavenger, but in this one, we have an amazing researcher. So, you know, every game's going to be different because you have different people with different skills, and that's what makes it interesting. Plus, of course, events and locations and everything like that will be different. Blacko is such a fast researcher. It's fantastic. Right, we've got the 1 bow. So who's going to be our best archer? Do we have anyone that has increased... You have increased attack speed and you don't have the extra toughness. I might actually make Shocking our archer. because bows will be a large part of the damage output that we do. That will mean that we have someone else in the front line, which is a bit more dangerous, but so it goes. Right, we have one set of armor, but we should be generating some more. Kaj, we can give you a club just to make sure everyone's equipped. Okay, you are now scavenging. Fantastic. That's going to give us a source of scraps, which we can then use to build a sawmill. But this process is, I think, a fair amount slower than going scavenging. Let's speed up time, though. It makes so much science, is ridiculous. Alright, farming coming in, getting some food, replanting it, probably watering it. And off you go doing other things. You're probably now on scavenging duty as well. Cool. Almost there. Thankfully these rubble areas do have quite a few scraps in them, plus medicine and other things like that too. Marvellous. Right. Assistance needed. Somebody nearby is being chased by enemy creatures. Send a team to assist them. Right, we will do that momentarily. First of all, though, I want to put the sawmill down before I forget. We can go ahead and stick the sawmill. It really doesn't matter where it goes. We'll stick it behind the buildings. Stick it there. Okay, we have got a person that needs to be saved. There are 2 imps and a fire imp. Slightly more dangerous. Our base has a awareness of 25%, so it's not hugely high, but it is getting a little bit dangerous. So currently in the team are Shokin and Jonas. Do we want to send Blacko? Or Kaj? Kaj would probably be the better choice. We have armor for everyone now. So we're going to send 3 of you. Do we really need 3? I'm not convinced we do. We'll risk it with just the 2. We're outnumbered, but so it goes. I did not press approved. But it did save. Okay then, Lionhearted, you go on over there, and off we go. Now one of the mistakes I was making during my test game is I was sending off too many people from my home base. I had a lot of really good fighters, and it didn't cost me anything, it just meant that I had a lot of people outside the base not actually contributing to our usual production lines. And we have a bunch more research, which we should probably spend. Now, one of the things that we really want is cooking, but we can't actually build stoves until we have bricks, and bricks are done with brick making. Or we could get scavenging so our resources are more effective. I mean, we'll get brick making soon enough. Our people are currently out, and we'll probably be doing some scavenging. So let's go ahead and do that. Now, this one being so far out is actually going to be a bit more risky. I probably should have sent a 3rd person. Because I just realised we have one person who's an archer, one person who's a melee. So who are we going to leave doing the actual scavenging? Oh, not the scavenging. Who are we going to leave to do the actual freeing? Shokin's also wounded. I was thinking of having Shokin do that, but ranged units in melee will suffer penalties. Alright, so there's the guy we need to free. We want to kill the guards first, though. Hopefully they don't just jump us, that would be bad. There they are. Okay, they are actually splitting up, so we'll see if we can get this imp over here first of all. Right, so we're sitting here in cover, meaning this fire imp is going to be a lot less effective at reaching us, and then this imp is being aggroed, meaning that Shokin can kill these guys. Boom, boom. Right, that's all the guards dead. So I think Jonas is going to do the scavenging, and then Shokin we're just going to have patrolling basically from side to side. And hopefully this doesn't completely screw us, because we have a nice big range, but we're kind of here caught in the center area, which is kind of bad. Alright, there's the enemy. Let's just see if we can pick him off at extreme range. Perfect. We do have pretty good accuracy, and we have a very good fire rate with Shokin, thanks to his ex-cop abilities. I think we might manage it. We did. Run away! Alright, that was actually a little bit easier than I expected. Good. I approve. Alright, Liz has made it back. And boom. Loads of experience for Shocking because he got all the kills. Some sulfur, a little bit for Jonas. And no. Stay there for the moment. We're still paused. Okay, Liz. Welcome to the team. We'll set up the priorities after. Liz is another fighter. You are a brute. So, haha, we have our close range person. So you do extra damage and you're an addict, which does mean you have less health, but you do more melee damage. Yeah, you're definitely our fighter, close range fighter, and also you have a scavenging speed plus 60%, so you will be the person that we use to release people, because scavenging speed increases the speed that you release people. You do have low health, which is bad, so we need to have someone else who tanks. Then you come in basically kind of a rogue kind of character. Backstabs, flank attacks, that type of thing. We will need to make you some more equipment. We need to make some boards for this. And we can't afford the scraps for the armor yet. That's fine. You do, however, need a name. And henceforth, you will be known as... You know what? I'm going to call you Wrecking Havoc. That sounds good. We'll just call you Wrecking. Unfortunately, the name length is not particularly good. I'd say that's pretty appropriate for someone who's going to be doing loads and loads of damage. Marvellous. In fact, the damage... No, it's a damage bonus which is for everything, and then it was the melee bonus for being an addict. So we could make you an archer to benefit from the damage bonus, but that's fine. Whoops, I totally forgot that you guys need to have new orders. We could try and risk attacking here. It does have a minor demon, which is going to be rather more threatening. I was kind of hoping that we'd be able to scavenge some of this area. Now, this is in a town, which is where we start seeing some new monsters. Werewolves. Wow, 3 werewolves. This is a very dangerous spot. Ghosts, possessed. Imps, 4 minor demons. Minor demons are kind of melee characters. Regular demons, hellhounds are super fast. Ghosts have not come up against. Reapers are more range damage. Fire imps are ranged, but they're not that dangerous. They don't do much damage and they have basically no hit points. With just 2 of us, I don't know if I want to risk this. You know what? I'll do it anyway. See how we do. Alright, what was here again? 2 imps, a fire imp and a minor demon. We'll see if we can get them spread out, or we'll do this stealth. I mean, we have pretty good damage output. We just need to try and make sure we don't fight everyone at the same time. Here we go. Hopefully there's no one else there. There's 2 of you. And we're about to get flanked. But Shocking's doing loads of damage. We'll kill the minor demon first because he does much more damage, and then we can kill the imp. Perfect. And it's just the regular imp, right? Pretty sure. 2 of them. And a fire imp. Let's go and make use of this. Perfect. Shocking got loads of stuff. We got some scraps, we got some wood, and a bunch of kills. No, I'm still not done yet. I think there's 2 minor demons here. That's a bit more risky. 2 fire imps, that would be easier to deal with. Let's go and scavenge that. I'm kind of surprised that Shocking hasn't leveled up yet. Right. Let's see what we find. Now, later on, tactics really matters, but when your parties are this small, they don't matter that much. But I still try to use them. It's a good habit to get into. Alright, so he's going to be benefiting from cover in much the same way that we are. But now we have in melee, which means that we get massive bonuses killing him. Marvellous. Jonas is taking a bit of a beating. Trying to get some cover against this fire imp. Where's he gone? Because I'm pretty sure I can outrange damage the fire imp, especially if I'm in cover. Need to find the little bugger first, though. Where are you? There you are. Whoa. Oh no, you're a minor demon. Crap. Let's pull you back to there. Let's bring you in here. Haven't been spotted yet, thankfully. Good. Loads more experience. Sulfur. Tons of scraps. Okay, that was a pretty good one. Do we want to risk one more? Jonas is looking kind of badly hurt. 2 minor demons here. We'll risk one more. And then we will head home. Because there's nothing else around here anyway. And that should be totally fine. Good. Just need to hope that we can get the 2 minor demons while they're spread out. And people will heal over time. Although it's fairly slow because we have no medical supplies. Or no medical facilities. And no additional nutrition either. Okay, they are split up. Good. Because we're out of his detection range. You can see these skulls. That's their detection range. So if you're within those skulls, then they will aggro you. Gotcha. Because I was in cover. Aha. And here's the last one. Boom! Bossed it. Loads more scraps. Okay, now we can say that you can go back to base. And we'll get a whole bunch of scraps which we'll be able to use in producing a whole bunch of other really useful items. Fantastic. Okay, good. Need someone to look after the food supply though. Getting pretty close. Awareness is pretty high, so it's very likely that we will be attacked soon. We could do with another set of armour, and I'm going to say another bow as well. Oh, and also, Shocking finally leveled up. You have Spotting, which is more vision range, which actually would be really useful for an archer. Fast healing is natural heal rate, which is also really useful, but I'm not expecting you to get attacked very much because you are an archer. I'm going to go with Spotting. And then the other thing is priorities, now that we have some new people here. I'm going to drop your research right down. Yes, you're good at it, but I just don't need you to do it. Bump these up. I'll have you scavenging first. Oh no, we have you as a really good scavenger. Drop to the bottom, so you're mainly scavenging, patrolling, and training. That's fine. You're mostly farming. You're terrible at farming. You know what? I'm going to beef up your farming to here. So you're scavenging. And then water supply. Because we're almost never going to actually be doing those. At least not early on. Scavenging, water, shopping, quarrying, mining, building, crafting. And then all the stuff you suck at. Okay, that's fine. We still don't have a particularly good craftsman. I might switch. I might do that. That'll do. Okay. And we may have enough research for another thing. We can now get brickmaking. Excellent. So, what do we need for a furnace? We need boards, stones, and clay. So some clay will need to be harvested. So let's set 2 of you for harvesting. We will set 2 of you for quarrying. And then this is still getting built. We have someone whose priority is building, right? Yeah. Because you're almost always going to be doing that. Alright, Kaj is doing it. Perfect! We have someone who's on top farming, right? Yes, Jonas. Alright, good. Continue. Getting food, so now we can see that we have got 13 vegetables, which are then converted into salads. And you are definitely going to be a quarterstaff person, so we need boards for that. We're still building the sawmill. Jeez, guys, come on. Hurry up with the sawmill. Oh, Jonas is asleep. We do kind of need that up and running pronto. Here we go. Nope. Right, seriously, Jonas, this is getting silly. Build that. Go. In fact, no, you go and do something else. Kaj, you go and build that. You're an engineer, you'll get experience from it. Blacko, you can go and do it for a while. Because I really want that thing built. Because then I can set people to actually crafting me some boards. Okay, Jonas is leveled up. Good stuff. So you are a priest. So you can get farming or occult research. I think you are my primary farmer already because you have the farming yield from being a country person. So we're going to stick you in farming so you're even better at that. Excellent. We're running out of water. Yeah, we kind of are. Alright, we'll need to do some more scavenging for that. Right, Kaj, build me this thing, damn it. I had some really good builders in my last game. This is taking so long in comparison. No! Finish! Oh, you want to get some food. Fine. Blacko leveled up again. Yeah, you are going to level up super quickly. Right, so you're a researcher. You don't actually have any skills in crafting, so I think I'm going to make you a defensive building person. Because the firearms crafting should be someone who's actually good at crafting, which you're not. I mean, you're not bad at it, you just don't have any bonuses to it. Finally. Right. Now, one thing that you can do is if you right-click on it, you can set it whether you want it automatic. So we're going to make you auto-crafting, and we're going to say that we want at least 15 boards at any time. And then someone will automatically go and do that until we have those numbers. Unfortunately, we can't set that for water. We might need to set someone to fetch water soon, though. Right, so we're out of wood. That's the other problem. So let's go ahead and clear all of that. Assistance required. Somebody nearby is being chased by enemy creatures. Send a team to assist them. and they may be willing to join you. But that will have to wait until the next episode. So thank you very much for watching. If you're enjoying this series so far, then please do hit that like button. If you haven't done so already, then do consider subscribing. If you have any tips or advice for me, let me know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Goodbye.